What is up, guys? Welcome to another MADFLIX Movie Reviews, and in this review we're going to be talking about, as you can see in the screenshot right behind me, Homewrecker 1992, which is a thriller movie. I caught it on TV in 1999, either somewhere in the middle or partially through the beginning. This movie was only released on VHS, so here's the front cover. It says it cooks, it cleans, it kills. Let me show you guys the back. Let me show you guys the VHS for those who've never seen a VHS cassette video. Let's put this back into the box. Now I'm going to read the back. So it says, what's the end result of the ever-burgeoning proliferation and improvement of in-home computers? As a sci-fi thriller suggests, the ultimate home computer could be a homewrecker. That machine is Lucy, the ingenious creation of computer whiz David, Robby Benson. Along with David in a remote cabin, Lucy happily spends her days seeing, talking. Kate Jackson provides the voice, learning and falling in love with her creator. But when David's estranged wife, Sydney Walsh, arrives at the cabin and begins to reconcile with her husband, Lucy adds doing to her skills. And what she does to protect her life with her man is deadly. Then on the side it says, who will win the showdown of man versus machine? So again, I caught this movie sometime in 1999, somewhere either through the middle or the end, and I couldn't really remember the name of the movie. I've been trying to remember the name for so long. Probably about 3 years ago I remember the name, and all of a sudden I've been trying to hunt this movie down, and it was really hard to get due to the fact that it was only made on VHS. It's pretty rare. Again, they don't even air this movie, which is, I don't know why, because it's, I guess Paramount had did it, which makes no sense. But getting into the movie, so basically, Robby Benson, he plays David, a computer whiz, and he creates this program for the military that he's working for. And something goes wrong, this tragedy happens, and 3 months later, he ends up in a hospital. And so he's really depressed about what happened. He doesn't really know how to handle the situation, what to do. So he's with his wife and his child, which he has a daughter. At that point, he's telling his wife, listen, I need to be alone. Right now I can't deal with any kind of situations in my life due to the fact of the matter is that, I'm just really going through this major crisis.
Maybe I ought to work this through on my own.
What does that mean?
Maybe I ought to, go up to the cabin, sort things out by myself.
David, there is no reason why you should have to go through this alone.
So he decides that he goes to his cabin, and going to his cabin, he starts his thought process. He starts to think. And little by little, he decides, you know what? I'm going to fix where I messed up at. And so then he starts with the computer to start redoing everything all over again from scratch. So he does everything from scratch, and he's really still not happy with the way the computer's responding to him, because he's trying to have the computer have an understanding where the computer can tell him, well, I know what a joke is, I can tell you this, I can tell you that.
Do you know what a joke is?
Joke. Noun. 1. Something said or done to provoke laughter or amusement.
So he starts working on it. Then later on down the line, he's not happy with the male voice of the computer, so he then alters the voice and changes it for it to become a woman instead.
1. To express emotion as mirth, pleasure,
I hate
derision,
your
or
voice.
nervousness,
I
with
really,
an audible
really
vocal
hate your
explosion of air
voice.
from the lungs.
Therefore, the computer is named Lucy. So little by little, it's like he tells a joke, and all of a sudden Lucy starts laughing. And he's like, wait a second, I didn't teach you to do that. But then little by little he starts to teach the computer. He starts reading stories and everything else to it. Then the computer starts picking up knowledge, and all of a sudden it's like it starts upgrading itself. So it's kind of like, imagine having a Windows 98 PC, and you magically turn it on, it has Windows 98. Yes, I'm using that as an example. And so imagine you turning it on and you're like, hold on one second. You see it loading Windows 98, you remember that, okay, cool, you shut it down, go to work, you come back, and all of a sudden it's like it has Windows 10 installed in it, or Windows Vista, whatever, and then you're like, wait a second, what the hell, I didn't put this in there. So anyway, so that's what the computer starts to doing, starts becoming self-aware of what's going down. And little by little, it starts learning about his daughter, and the computer then falls in love with the daughter. And little by little, as the wife starts to get more comfortable seeing the change that he has done in his life, she wants to reconcile and get back with him. And little by little, of course, she starts to realize, wait a second, something's not right here. Because now she starts telling the computer to do certain things, turn on the lights, do this, and the computer's really not responding to her at all. So therefore, the computer starts to get jealous, and that's where the issues really begin.
Turn on the lights, please, Lucy. Turn on the lights, please, Lucy.
This movie, again, it was hard because I was trying to track it down. I couldn't remember the name of it because I don't ever remember seeing the name. And I just remember just having all this trouble trying to type this into Google. And I just kept typing, guy falls in love with computer. They would show something similar to it, but it wasn't it, because I remember the character, distinctively, and what he looked like, and how the whole portrayal of the movie and the plot, how it happened. Oh, and for those who don't know, Robby Benson, he also provided a voice for a game character in the PC game Sierra's King's Quest VI. You can check that out right here.
Good day.
Good day, merchant. Can you tell me what land this is?
By the moon's light, what a question! You must have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock.
No. Well, perhaps. I was in a shipwreck, you see. My crew and I were trying to reach the land of the Green Isles. I think, well, at least I hope, my men got away safely in the lifeboats. But I myself appear to be rather stuck here.
Ah, I see. You must pardon my incredulity, but it has been so long since we have had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands. If your crew was wise enough to steer clear of the isles and head home, they should be fine. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey.
You mean, this is the land of the Green Isles? Oh, thank the heavens! I had followed the stars, you see, and I thought I was close, but...
The stars? You must be quite a sailor. But what is the purpose of your visit?
I come for... Well, I mean, I hope to see... I met some time ago.
Say no more. You are smitten with a maiden, are you not? What other than love could so confuse a man's tongue?
I'm afraid so. It is Princess Cassima.
By the desert sands, when you fall in love, you do not mess around, do you?
Is she here?
This is the Isle of the Crown, young man. The castle of the Crown stands on the hill. If it is Cassima you seek, that is where to look.
The castle of the Crown. Thank you, merchant.
And good luck to you, lad. You shall need it.
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Well, there's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Old lamps for new! Old lamps for new!
So that was Sierra's King's Quest 6. That was Robby Benson providing the voice for the character Alexander. If you've never played King's Quest 6, make sure you do. Get your hands on the game. It's definitely a worth play game. An adventure point and click game. Again, it may not be for everybody. I did get stuck a couple of times, but I do have to thank Roberta Williams for being at Sierra for a long time and creating very fun King's Quest games. Again, this movie, back to the Homewrecker movie, anybody that loves technology, computers, I fell in love with the movie because I really did enjoy it. Like I said, I did catch it sometime in the middle of the movie in 1999. Couldn't track the name down, but now I do have it. As you can see, there's somebody else on Amazon. They have it for like $69. They jacked up the price because it is a rare movie. Hopefully this movie will see the light of day and be released and remastered either on DVD or Blu-ray, because I think it would be great. VHS is pretty old already due to the fact, you know, with how it looks and how certain movies have aged, especially on VHS, they kind of age pretty horribly. But again, overall, this movie was a really good movie. I enjoy it. I recommend it. Again, it may not be for everybody, but like I said, the movie has a lot of plots in it, like just the fact that, you know, this guy made this computer program, then, you know, he tries to make right what he made wrong, and then the computer decides to upgrade itself, and little by little, it's becoming so intelligent by gathering all this information. So again, it's an incredible movie. If you've never checked out Homewrecker, make sure you check out Homewrecker. It's a very good movie. I recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review here on MADFLIX Movie Reviews, and I'll catch you guys next Sunday.